Can you tell the story of you escaping North Korea to China?
Yeah, I think it's a thing. It's amazing. Even though I was like 13, right? Like life outside of North Korea is almost like went by like 1 second, and my life till that point was like eternity.
Wow.
I remember being in China. I arrived there at the end of March at 13, and by October it was 6 months past, and I literally felt like I lived eternity. And one day living in China felt like living 1 year. One day was a war, like surviving through one day was so hard. Every night I was like, I cannot believe I got done one day today. That was the thing I was grateful for. Before I went to bed, okay, I survived, I didn't get captured, and I made it another day on Earth.
So the experience of the minutes is what? Fear? Fear of being captured?
Fear, loss, everything. It's because I mean I sold my own mom in China to survive. To so it was more than that. And it's not feeling. I think that's the thing. In China, I learned not to fear. And after my escape, it was a challenging. I didn't feel anything. And it was hard. Not feeling anything is a torture. It's the biggest torture you can ever feel. Like even you feel sadness, that's better than not feeling anything. And I felt something when I had my son. That's when I started healing. So he was a miracle to save me. But yeah, in China, it wasn't even fear. Like it was numb.
You were numb. So
Yeah,
it's like paralysis.
yeah.
It's just overwhelming. The uncertainty of your future. Did you have a sense what your future held at the time?
Like what do you even feature? I don't even know that word, right? Like a lot of times I was looking at myself, like I left my body and like just looking at me and just not feeling anything. It's not like I'm scared for her. I'm like sad for her. Just looking at me like, huh, that's interesting.
Wow.
Just not feeling anything. And
Yeah.
me like being raped, going through every emotion of life to survive, right? Like, but like somehow, I don't know, you say soul or something, like looking at it, just like, you feel nothing.
Yeah.
You don't feel anything for that person.
So even with your mom, like what was there some, I don't know, some warmth that you were able to extract from the connection with your mom?
Yeah, of course. I think that made me survive. I had a very strong connection with my family. And I think that's what kept me going to do all of that. I think, as you said, I escaped at 13. My sister, at the age of 16, escaped with her friend first.
Mm.
And I was going to escape with her, but one day I got like really bad stomach ache. And my parents took me to hospital. And in North Korean hospital, they don't have like X-ray machines. Like they don't even have electricity. They like literally using one needle to inject everybody.
Yeah.
And people don't die from cancer in North Korea. You die from infection and fever and
Yeah.
hunger, right? It's most likely you're gonna die more by being treated by doctor than not being treated. I think I was lucky, even though they thought I had appendix. They operated on me without any painkiller, and I didn't get infection. I survived. So that's how I got delayed to escape with my sister. And she left me a note in my bedside saying like, follow this lady. And this is like another trick about human trafficking, right? She sold me to China as a sexual slave, and she executed for it later. And
She was executed for that later.
she had 5 daughters, and she sold all her children to China. And we can now sitting here judging her like how heartless you are selling your own children to China. And as a sexual slave, they were like her children were like 7, 10 years old. But that was the only way for her to save her children. And if she didn't sell me that day, I would be dead right now. So I'm grateful that she sold me. And I think that's the thing is like life is so crazy. You cannot judge. It's just so complex. And Yeah, that's how she changed my life by selling me. She sold my mom and myself in 2007 to China.
So you're grateful for that. So you're grateful for that suffering
Of course, I am grateful.
because the alternative is worse.
I would not be here with you. You never knew I existed.